Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've been seeing all your comments on TikTok asking me for reviews analysis for this one, so today, it's finally happening. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not delay any further and jump right into the details.
Let's start by delving into the insights shared by our first reviewer.
This reviewer is thoroughly impressed with this all-in-one printer, describing it as simply amazing for its primary use, producing the highest quality photos in both color and black and white. Our reviewer finds the output to be stunningly good, rivaling the quality of a more complex, professional-grade photo printer they previously used. Despite having a simpler ink system, this device produces fantastic results. A major highlight is its incredible economy. The ink tanks are massive, and our client has printed over 150 large, borderless photos while barely making a dent in the initial ink supply, a feat that would be prohibitively expensive with traditional cartridge-based models. Getting it set up was also a breeze. The ink bottles are cleverly keyed to their specific tanks, making it impossible to accidentally fill one with the wrong color. The entire process from unboxing to calibration was straightforward. After a quick software download, a minor adjustment to the default print density was all that was needed to achieve ideal results on the recommended paper. Of course, this machine isn't perfect. The client notes that it prints rather slowly, so patience is required, but the exceptional results are well worth the wait. Another minor drawback is the lack of an automated document feeder for scanning or copying. Each sheet must be placed manually on the glass. The print width is also limited, ruling out very large format prints. However, our reviewer considers these to be very minor complaints for most users. Overall, this printer is highly recommended for its astonishing photo quality and long-term value, offering results that surpass even color laser printers at a competitive running cost. The experience has been so positive, in fact, that the reviewer is now investing in their own equipment to create custom paper profiles for it.
Starting things off, our first reviewer gives us their perspective.
This reviewer, who is in the early stages of launching a small art business selling prints and stickers, was looking for the right tool to get started. With a bit more printing knowledge than the average person but still learning, they found themselves weighing a few different options. The decision to go with this particular brand was influenced by a couple of factors. Firstly, they had heard from others that parts for these machines were generally easier to source for repairs, which offered some peace of mind. A more personal, aesthetic reason also played a role. They simply found the design of this brand's hardware to be more appealing and to have a more premium feel compared to some competitors, which looked a bit cheap in their eyes. A major deciding factor was the need for a built-in scanner. Many other artists recommended a different, very popular model, but it was a printer only. Since our reviewer works with traditional media, a quality scanner was essential for digitizing their artwork, and this device offered that all-in-one functionality. This choice, however, came with a slight regret. The printer's maximum paper size is limited. For anyone who doesn't need to scan, the client suggests that the other, larger format model might be a better fit. Despite this limitation, the feature that sold them on this printer was its ink tank system. The cost-effectiveness of tanks over cartridges is a frequent tip in the artist community, making this a great long-term investment for a small business. While they aren't an expert on print quality, this client is very satisfied with the output, stating that the prints look just as good if not better than those from professional online services. They believe it's a fantastic starter printer for their current needs, perfectly capable of producing products their customers will be happy with.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer had a pretty rough start with this inkjet printer. After a few months of use, it jammed up completely, and getting help through their online support was a nightmare. It felt like battling an AI that just wasn't listening, especially concerning the 1-year warranty. After a lot of back and forth, this client finally managed to talk to a real person, and to their surprise, instead of trying to fix the old one, they just asked for proof of purchase and shipped out a replacement. There were some hiccups with contact information along the way, but eventually, things were sorted out. Initially, our reviewer suspected the printer was just poorly made or designed to fail quickly. But then a commenter suggested trying to push a piece of cardboard through the paper path, which only made things worse. Turns out, a credit card inserted in the opposite direction was the magic trick, dislodging whatever was stuck. The instructions they found elsewhere suggested a full disassembly, but our reviewer strongly advises against that. It's unnecessary and potentially risky. Despite the initial frustration, this client's experience with the company's warranty support turned out to be surprisingly positive. They even bought the extended warranty, which given their experience seems like a smart move. They are sending the old printer back with a prepaid label when the new one arrives. Our reviewer's only remaining wish is that the manufacturer had local repair shops, but they are ultimately grateful for the kind and helpful support they received, especially considering the issue seems to be relatively common. They plan to update the review if any problems come up down the line.
And that's a wrap. Like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you've got thoughts. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.